It is time for our world to shine, to speak up, to speak out against the wrongs in our society, including the wrongs carried out against our women and girls. Today is being recognized as International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women and Girls, and we are once again reminded of this global issue as we witness the acts of terror taking place across the world. So, stop, think for a moment. How are you speaking out? How are you speaking up to ensure that everyone has a chance to shine? I'm Adrian Atkinson, and this is Jamaica Magazine.
Thank you all.
Good day, I'm Andrea Chizom and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, November 25. The Ministry of Tourism and Entertainment says it is keeping abreast of the possible effects terror attacks around the world may have on the island's tourism product. The ministry's statement is in response to the worldwide travel alert issued by the United States, Jamaica's biggest tourism market. 3 government ministries and a state agency have signed a Memorandum of Understanding MOU to strengthen the Drug Court and Rehabilitation of Offenders program. The MOU was signed this week by the Ministries of Health, National Security and Justice, and the National Council on Drug Abuse. It updates and clarifies each entity's role under the program and promotes accountability. The most significant change in the revised MOU is that the National Council on Drug Abuse is now charged with the responsibility of recruiting, training, and employing substance abuse counselors. The Ministry of Health will also continue to provide a psychiatrist at the treatment sites, and the physical space will be run by the regional health authorities. The Drug Court Treatment Program has been operating in Jamaica since 2001. From that time up to December 2014, 887 persons were referred to the program for treatment. Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips says due to the changes in the local economy, Jamaica's agricultural sector is poised for even further growth. Dr. Phillips says structural changes under Jamaica's economic reform program have pushed local manufacturers to substitute imported raw material for those produced locally. The finance minister was speaking recently during a tour of the Jamaica Brawlers group of companies where he congratulated stakeholders on the efficiency of their operations.
One of the things that you have clearly demonstrated to me is the potential of Jamaican agricultural production, not only for generating employment, but in fact for feeding the country in the context of the economic reforms that are underway and the possibilities that they unlock.
With the island saving over $500 million on its food import bill since the start of the Eat Jamaican campaign, government is urging citizens to stay the path and continue to buy Jamaican produce.
You have to deliberately and consciously choose the Jamaican things because it not only means that we'll have a better economy, it not only means that we'll have stronger rural communities, but it also means that we are also securing our own health.
The Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries was speaking at the recently held Eat Jamaica Thanksgiving service in Portland. President of the Jamaica Agricultural Society, Senator Norman Grant, was also at the function and asserted that the campaign had not only increased the quantity of produce but also the quality.
This campaign that was launched in 2003 has confirmed itself to be a game changer, not only for the farmers and the rural people, but also for the Jamaican economy.
25 Jamaicans from bauxite producing communities have been awarded scholarships valued at over $100 million to study in Russia. The scholarships are fully funded by UC Rizal, owner of Alpart and Windalco bauxite companies, and are valid for up to 6 years. At Tuesday's awards ceremony, Mining Minister Philip Paulwell said the increase in scholarships from 5 last year was a result of his visit earlier this year to UC Rizal's headquarters in Russia. He urged the students to make a good use of the opportunity.
When you go and you achieve, you will justify the insistent argument that we put for the expansion of the program, and it will enable others to follow. And you therefore have to go and work hard and come back prepared to work in this bauxite alumina industry. Your jobs are being secured.
The students will pursue studies in chemical, mining, electrical, instrumental, and mechanical engineering. For his part, Education Minister Reverend Ronald Thwaites commended the students on the opportunity they had been given and acknowledged UC Rizal for the partnership. The Caribbean Maritime Institute CMI has secured a manning or seafarers employment agreement with 2 major shipping companies for its students. It will secure shipping training and future employment for CMI students with the Hartman Group and Exmar Ship Management Company, which have a combined fleet of 200 ships.
This partnership is important for us because it signals more opportunities for Jamaicans, and it speaks to the approach of the Caribbean Maritime Institute. Our tagline is producing industry-ready graduates.
The agreement states that each company will be supplied with cadets to serve as interns at sea to complete their mandatory work experience while enrolled at the CMI. The companies also made a $5,000 donation towards the purchase of a 3D printer for the Maritime Institute. The school's executive director says the addition of the 3D printer signals the new age of engineering and is in line with the CMI's vision to train automation engineers in its soon-to-be established lab. And finally, the Tourism Ministry's renovation of Devon House continues with plans for the construction of a new ice cream parlor at the site. The work is to start in January 2016 and forms part of a larger plan to transform Kingston into a tourist mecca. The $28 million project is being funded by the Tourism Enhancement Fund, and the new ice cream parlor will be located at the north lawns of the historic site.
We're going to expand the sale of ice cream here at Devon House because we feel there's a lot more opportunity, but as I said, space has been a limiting factor going forward.
The new parlor will effectively reduce the long lines that have been associated with the courtyard space, especially on holidays and weekends. And that's it for JIS News today. Amandra Chisholm, thank you for watching.
Guns are a significant problem in Jamaica, and that is why we have to move to do something about it. It is in this context that I am now launching a special initiative of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the Get the Guns campaign. You, the public, can keep illegal guns out of your communities by using all means to inform the police as to how illegal guns are stored and moved within the communities.
Download and use the Stay Alert app from the Google Play Store. Call 119-311-811 or the nearest police station.
They are always on the front line to protect and serve, and as we approach the festive season, they are preparing and equipping themselves to respond wherever and whenever there's a need.
The Ministry of National Security is being deliberate, coordinated and dynamic in rolling out innovative measures to prevent crime and provide for a safer Jamaica. Reducing violent crimes is among its top priorities for the 2015-2016 fiscal year.
Violent crime is destroying lives, destroying families, destroying communities, and if not defeated, will destroy or certainly severely impact the prospects for our country.
As part of its strategy to curtail violent crimes, the National Security Ministry took steps in October and November 2015 to boost the capacities of the Jamaica Constabulary Force (JCF) and the Jamaica Defence Force (JDF). In October, the JCF Marine Division and JDF Coast Guard got over a dozen new inshore and offshore patrol and intercept boats to better patrol Jamaica's coastline.
We're grateful to our local and international partners who have contributed to this critical aspect of crime fighting.
In November, the ministry added to the JCF's mobility with the addition of 64 new vehicles. The Jamaica Defence Force, meanwhile, received 3 new Protected Mobility Vehicles (PMVs), bringing its total numbers to 9. The armoured Thales Bushmaster PMVs will form the backbone of a newly developed Protected Mobility Vehicle Squadron in the JDF, enabling the force to safely deploy soldiers to any location in Jamaica, regardless of the physical threat or terrain they may encounter.
This squadron represents the first reinvestment in that capability for the JDF in decades. Formal commissioning of that capability will occur at a later date.
November 2015 also marked the start of the JCF's annual surge operation, which calls for increased police presence in major public spaces leading into and during the festive season. At the same time, the ministry sought to crack down on lottery scamming. An anti-lottery scamming campaign called Do the Math was launched. It's designed to connect the dots and show the corrosive impact that scamming has on Jamaica and Jamaicans.
For this campaign, we will be targeting audiences, especially those in Area 1, with radio and TV ads, billboards, school interventions, posters, and community talks, bringing the message that #lottery scamming kills. Our aim is to create a social environment that rejects any assertion that scamming is a victimless crime. There is a seat at the table for all well-thinking Jamaicans, and we welcome Jamaicans from all sectors and views to work together with us on this challenge.
During a meeting of the Partnership for Jamaica Council in November, a decision was taken to establish a rule of law working group. This group's members will be drawn from the council, which includes representatives of major organizations and interest groups in the society. Vice President of the Jamaica Manufacturers Association, Howard Mitchell, was named chairman.
This working group will be similar to the EPOC and ESET teams, which are successfully assisting in the areas of the economy and energy. This initiative will assist in improving participation and accountability, as well as provide a more objective and authoritative assessment of developments in this complex area of crime and violence.
Government in action, equipping the security forces and employing innovative strategies to interrupt and prevent the spread of crime, while encouraging more Jamaicans to reject the lure of criminal acts and organizations. Family,
school,
church,
community.
all important agents of change in our society.
They influence what we think about ourselves, our surroundings, and how we see the roles of males and females.
Let's all work together for equality for all Jamaicans.
Let's make Jamaica a place where both males and females have equal access to a good education, good jobs, the best healthcare, and opportunities for the good of the country.
Males and females are different, but it doesn't mean they're not equal.
Let's build a Jamaica that doesn't discriminate. Become an agent of change.
Have you ever considered the power of women? Let's look at the woman who is a mother. She's nurturer, caretaker, general practitioner, counselor, friend, teacher, and the list could go on and on. Women are multifaceted. They have the ability to shine in any situation.
You can call me by my name. I am ready to roll. Once the rules remain the same.
Mother, wife, sister, aunt, friend. woman, an integral pillar in the structure of society. Though they continue to struggle for equal regard and rights in all professions and areas of life, women are determined more than ever to change the cultures of male-dominated societies and imprint their proficiency across sectors.
Women, for a long time, maybe forever, for the whole of history, we were considered to be the weaker sex. We're not able to contribute as much.
With the world's adoption of International Women's Day in 1910, greater emphasis has been placed on empowering women to boldly take on the challenge to enter male-dominated professions.
So what we do particularly when we look at the day is to look at the achievements of women, how far we've been and how far from whence we've come. Not only that, but how far we need to go.
Here in Jamaica, there have been significant social, political, and legislative initiatives that have set the pace for the desired goal of gender equality rooted in the empowerment of women and girls.
And with that has come a new movement. While not forsaking their role in the home, women have chosen to take on unorthodox professions, branching out into fields once dominated by men. Women can now be found in every profession. In many instances, they're the ones leading the charge in changing the face of the corporate world.
And there is the fact that women are reaching the pinnacles in academia. We have at this time upwards of 70% of graduates from universities being female.
Lioness is on the rise, don't you ever have doubt.
It is my view that we are on our way as women to being recognized and accepted as being full partners in the world of work.
This determination to excel continues to be fueled by greater educational access. Case in point, the evolving information communication technology sector, which is creating dynamic opportunities for women.
It gives us another avenue as a career. We can be engineers, we can be programmers, we can be web designers, we can be anything that we want to be on using ICT. And therefore, it is something to enable us to be better women, to be better girls, expanding our horizons for careers and expanding our horizons for economic growth.
But is this empowerment of women really changing the lingering gender biases and discrimination?
We have more women in parliament than ever before. We have women who are across the nation who are willing to step out and be political, if you will.
I think we achieved already a lot in Belgium, also in your country, I think. You have a prime minister lady. Belgium never got that.
And you also hear from the men of power that women are taking charge. Sometimes you wonder if people are becoming fearful of a takeover by women.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
With significant progress being made by women, there is still a long way to go to achieve true equality.
And don't watch the fact that I am Prime Minister. I barely crack that glass ceiling. Much more work to do. But I ensure that I'm taking along in the political process other women as well, including young women.
Do we really have equal pay for women? I think not.
The way they judge us, it shouldn't be based on male criteria. I think they should use maybe different criteria.
We've done some good work in creating families, and it is a recognition of that is forcing the recognition of women in the workplace.
The majority of our Jamaican women and girls must be truly empowered so that they can enjoy the best of what Jamaica can offer. We can best achieve the changes necessary when all of us, the entire society, are committed to the full understanding of the plight of the disadvantaged and marginalized majority.
Be it inspired or empowered, there is no turning back for our women. Pushing forward, pressing ahead with a mission to have a place in the workforce, a voice in decision-making, and equal opportunities on the ladder of success.
I don't wanna be no guy, just wanna be respected by the eye. Don't let the style overshadow the credential.
Not only do we focus on women today, but Jamaican food gets to share in the spotlight. Today is also being recognized as Eat Jamaican Day, an initiative launched by the Jamaica Agricultural Society to encourage Jamaicans to consume more local produce. I'm sure you've heard of growing what we eat and eating what we grow. In Hear This Today, we learn about the benefits of this initiative.
To grow what we eat, what we grow, is to create this as a culture of our everyday lifestyle and to help to reduce or decrease the $1 billion estimated that we are imported in food each year. It also serves as an initiative to establish a framework for food security and food independence for our nation as we seek to aggressively reposition the agriculture sector and rural development as the lifeblood of the Jamaican economy and the pillars on which we as a people and as a country will achieve economic independence. As a result of the campaign, we have increased our domestic crop production for food. The farmers have increased substantially the quality of the produce. We are now self-sufficient in a number of crops. We are now producing 90% of our demand to fill the consumption. We are self-sufficient in eggs, chicken, pork. Our school feeding programs no longer rely on imported milk powder, but we are now using local juices, which is more healthier for our children. It is hoped that with the support of consumers, policymakers, and the farmers, that this campaign will result in greater consumption of Jamaican agricultural produce that will increase local food production as well as enhancing the Jamaican branded products to ensure consistency in supply.
Nutritious food, succulent dishes, superior workmanship, and excellent service. Jamaica is on the go. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow. Let's harness the indomitable spirit of our most valued resource, our people. Let's support our local businesses. After all, buying Jamaican means building Jamaica.
Original.
From the family to the church, the school, government, social organizations, all of us, we are responsible for the empowerment of our children, who will become the women and men of tomorrow. One initiative that has been reaping success in teaching students to believe in their potential, regardless of their circumstances, is the annual Boys and Girls Day held in primary schools across the island. The JIS shared with students from the Ensom City Primary School last year, and the students are still putting into practice the invaluable lessons learned.
It's not because them say a boy something girls can do it.
You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Oftentimes, children are put in boxes by society. Since you're a boy, become a soldier or a firefighter. And since you're a girl, become a housewife or a secretary, but never the boss. But who says you have to stay in that box? You can be who you want to be.
The government of Jamaica believes that your child should achieve their dreams regardless of gender. Through the National Policy for Gender Equality, the government is dedicated to creating a society that is discrimination-free, where both males and females can enjoy their human rights and develop their full potential as citizens. What we will share with you is the gender celebration activities held over a 2-day period at the Ensom City Primary School. It was held under the theme, Growing in Obedience, Discipline and Self-Respect.
This is a wonderful experience for us as teachers and as students. We embrace this celebration because we recognize that the students need a day when they will recognize how unique they are in their own little way.
We shared with the young ladies the importance of believing that the tenets of obedience, discipline, and self-respect will become the foundation towards achieving their individual dreams despite the gender inequality barriers.
So now, if it is that you're beautiful females, because we all agree that you're all females, right? Do you believe that you can do anything and be anything? Alright, suppose Auntie Carrie said, I want to be a bus driver. I can be a bus driver? But I'm a girl. Wait, I don't understand. Help me. Alright, so I am a girl, right? I am a girl and I want to be a bus driver. Tell me if it is possible and why it is possible. Yes, miss.
If you believe in yourself and you think that you can do it, you will be able to do it.
I like that you should be brave. You should be proud of your skin color. You should not bleach your skin. And much more. I can do anything a male can do, and they're special just the same as a male.
On day 2, the boys took center stage. They were encouraged to believe, to achieve.
We recognize that they are here for a purpose. And as teachers, every day we try to inculcate in them their purpose, their role, their responsibility, their uniqueness as male, as boys.
When I think about Gender Celebration Day 2014, it's a very exciting day. We learn new things about boys in which we are able to share it to our families so that we are much able to cooperate with each other to achieve something in life.
Gender Celebration 2014 is a way to teach boys to build their self-esteem, so in the later part of life, they can know what to do.
What a privilege it was for us, the JIS, to be part of Gender Celebration Day 2014 here at the Ensom City Primary School. Gender Celebration Day, an event used to motivate and encourage students to understand and accept themselves despite their gender.
Have faith and hope in yourself, and anything you put your mind to, you can achieve.
At the beginning of the show, I asked, how are you speaking out against acts of violence against women and girls? I'm sure you have answers galore. Please share them with us on our Twitter and Facebook pages. For our other programs, check out jis.gov.jm or our YouTube channel. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Let us all unite and make use of those ideas that will change the world for the better.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.